Hi everyone, and welcome to this reading in relation to the Nicola Bulley case. You may have seen some of my previous readings I've done regarding this case. If not, you may want to check them out. But it seems every time I do these readings, more comes through. And I also see signs in between readings, and I always do readings when I'm guided to do so. Now, I was really guided to do it today for a few reasons. One actually is that Nicola came through in my dream last night. I saw her, she was dressed in white. That was all I saw, and I asked her what that meant, and it was that I was guided to do the reading today. It's like a divine calling, which is fine. A few other things though. A couple of weeks ago I got a sign. Just to take you back to the last reading I did, you may remember I showed you a picture of a blue rope that I saw out on the street. It had 3 knots in it, and I said, should I keep seeing blue rope? Well, that's still happening. After that reading, I saw another blue rope. I'm just going to show you. Hopefully you can see that on camera. So this was on a pavement, as you can see, and I really felt Nicola's energy around me that day, because later on a white butterfly flew past me, and again in the last reading she came through as a butterfly, renewed. We had the renewal card come through, so I knew that was a sign that day from Nicola to keep highlighting the blue rope in my readings. Now I just want to actually make a note of this to you all, because some of you are saying about a blue rope on a fence, I think, or on a handle, but that's not where I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it always on a path or beside a path. There's a piece of evidence out there. If any of you can get to that area and search, you know, that would be great, because it's out there, basically. So that keeps coming through, and the tied up energy from the rope as well. Now, a few things have come through since that last reading as well. A few other things. I'm now getting the sense that her clothes were changed. Now, I'm seeing that she was wearing red at the time of her passing, and I believe she was changed into a white item of clothing, white t-shirt. I mean, it's interesting that I'm wearing a white t-shirt today, and I was guided to wear it as well, and do this reading today, because I was going to wash it, and the guidance was, no, wear the white t-shirt so we can, you know, really connect. As I said, in my dream I saw Nicola in white as well. Obviously it's a very spiritual colour, very connected to the divine, you know, if you wear that colour. But yeah, I'm seeing change of clothing from having been tied up. Yes, and something else, the day I saw the blue rope, I got a download, and I heard a voice say, wipe the blood off her face. So again, confirmation that there was more than one person, still getting 2 energies that were involved in what happened to her at the time of her death. And there was a clean-up job, clothing and sort of, you know, washing her down. So that's new. It kind of took me aback when that came through, to be honest. Okay, so for this reading, I'm just going to let Nicola talk, because clearly she wanted me to do this reading. I had other divine signs, by the way, urging me to do this reading. just laughing because, you know, until you do the reading, you'll just keep getting bombarded. The night before last, I kept getting woken up by knocks on my stairs. It was like downstairs. And I've had that before. You know, it's different meanings to that. It can mean news coming, can be spirit trying to communicate with you, and it can mean a call to action. And I woke up and I just thought, wow, I'm really being guided to do this reading now. So here I am. As I said, then the dream. So let's just see what comes through. Yeah, see the figure in white coming through here. That's really interesting. And this card indicates movement. So again, the same message, that she was moved in like a car, I believe, and I believe she was kept in an enclosed space, either in a building or, wow. Notice here this figure by water. So somewhere, and I remember in the last reading we had like, it was like a well come through. So it could be something like that, a hidden sort of enclosure. See, here's an energy that I'm seeing as the person in control of this, that made it happen. Notice they're wearing red. Now, you may know what red is associated with. Now, obviously it's associated with blood, but also a particular organisation. Masons often think of red, and it's so interesting we've got the red and the white. And as I said, I saw Nicola dressed in red. I believe they, you know, made her wear that. Okay. Really heavy energy as well there, that I was picking up on. From this person in control. It's like they control everything, or they think they do. Still getting an outside energy coming through as well. And I'm still getting that sacrifice energy come through as well. You know, again with red. The symbol. Wow, as I said that, you know, by the way, if any of you are going to comment and say that's not how you read cards, please know that I'm not a card reader. I channel without cards. These are just a visual. Okay, so if I show you something in a card, I'm interpreting it intuitively. You know, I don't just say, oh, that means that, that means that. That's not how I work. If you want that sort of reading, go off to those sort of readers. But I'm telling you, it's on a completely different level to my readings. Anyway, just wanted to get that across because, you know, if you come here, you're coming here to watch a reading, not judge me on how I do it. Okay, so please don't do that. So yeah, I mean, we've got this period of rest here between it happening and between Nicola's body being found. And again, we got this outdoor energy. Also, it was very thought through, planned, you know, in terms of what was going to happen. There was a secret. This, you know, this was all a secret. with these two cards. Again, notice the red and the white. Two different energies. This I'm feeling is Nicola's energy, see again with the white, and this is how her energy came through in the last reading as well. Very spiritual, light worker. And there's someone here, see they're wearing a crown in red, and they're keeping stuff to themselves. They've also got money was involved, which we're seeing here. Yeah, it says wealth on this card. Wow, this is so interesting. We've got one figure here and a couple. I can see why I was guided to use this deck today. So there's the three energies. So there's two dogs. I mean, obviously Willow, was with Nicola, but this other person could have a dog. But this is also a symbol of loyalty, between these three, keeping this secret to themselves. Money, power, wealth. As I said, they've got it all to pull this off. Yeah, so that's a heavy energy there. Notice here, this body is in a building. And that's what I was feeling. As I said, some sort of enclosed space for a while. Both these cards show a period of nothing happening. Let's just try and get something on that if we can, on this space. So we've got a letter. Wow, that's a heavy energy there. I mean, this is quite an abusive energy, and this indicates suffering that happened. Now, notice she's got, it's a whip, but I'm seeing that as the rope, and possibly even some harm, physical harm. And the two energies, this is showing wisdom, two people who know something, and then there was some communication with this external party about this, and with instructions on what to do. That's what the letter is. Wow, we've got the sickle showing the ending that happened, and we've got three energies there. I mean, you can't make this up, everyone. Now, this is indicating some sort of an issue, though, between these people, some worries. Could have been what that communication was about, in terms of what to do. Now, I'm also feeling, again, it was linked to, as I said, the motive was finances, but there was something that caused unrest, chaos between Nicola and these energies. And so this happened as a result, this ending. And we've got the Six of Cups. This is someone she knew. Nighttime energy coming out again, as I've had a lot in readings, sort of nighttime, early morning. Yeah, so I really do feel that she knew these energies. Okay, so I'm being guided to look at these three, this wealth, that's obviously been a result of this as well, some wealth, some sort of contract there. I get such a bad vibe from that, getting shivers. Okay, so there's some despair for those energies at the moment. Sleepless nights. They are worried, or they were worried. I mean, with the mice, there was something that led them to do what they did. I feel it's one of the energies that's crumbling. Because you've got one energy here. It's a feminine energy who's a bit weak mentally. And they're living with this at the moment. Wow. Okay, well, both these cards together are not good. This is, as I said, as I was picking up anyway, you know, I don't need the cards, but very negative energy coming through. There is some sorrow from one energy. Again, we've got a feminine there. Third party, again, three energies coming through. And this card shows someone sneaking away, getting away with something. Lies, deception, masculine energy there coming out. And obviously all swords, all showing wisdom and communication. You know, I mean knowledge, when I say wisdom, of what happened. Again, this is very heavy energy when I tune into that, so I try to sort of keep it light, just for myself, really. If I laugh, I'm just trying to not connect with it too much, if that makes sense. So yeah, here we go. There's the couple who were involved. These two, it was like it's a karmic connection. I'm getting there. Very drawn to each other for material wealth. That's why they did what they did. This is the couple that did the clean-up. And there's deception, again coming through with those two cards, lies. Not everything is as it seems. Wow, we've got the feminine energy here in red. Wow, and this, I've just got shivers, everyone, because this is Libra, Justice card. And Nicola's a Libra. Whoa, okay, and that, as I said, that's what I saw, that she was dressed in red. Nighttime energy with the moon, when this happened, potentially. Early morning. See, she's blind. Sorry everyone, my camera just cut out. I was going to say she's blindfolded there, but you know, she's got the sword of truth. She know, you know, obviously she knows the truth. And again, I'm feeling there will be justice with this card coming out, which we've had come out quite a bit. In these readings, I'm just getting shivers though in this reading. As confirmation now, you can't make this up. We've got an organisation here. See, there's the head of the organisation making this happen. And there's the other two energies there, fulfilling their orders so they can get up the ladder. See the stairs there? Wow, everyone, you can't make this up. Yeah, see, even here we've got, it's a building, a house, a red door, secrets within that organisation. This is the ending. Notice the person's wearing red as well. And then here's the confusion, where I feel they didn't know what to do. And there were discussions, and the order came from this energy in terms of what to do. Again, really heavy energy from there, but this is highlighting this organisation here that made this happen in the right way. Okay, everyone, I've been guided to change decks, and we're going to see if we get any other messages from Nicola now. Wow, that one really wants to come out, so we'll take that. The figure in red again, and the sun, showing the positive energy. Light worker, energy of Nicola coming through. See all the red on this card, and she's blindfolded. Wow, and I'm seeing this like money here floating down. There was some temptation in terms of getting money for doing this, clearly. Again, this really pure energy coming through for Nicola, I feel. Even here with the light. See the light and the dark. It's coming out. Wow, and this is the Ace of Cups, which is about love. So this is showing the dark and light in Nicola's relationship, and we've got the 10 there for an ending. Wow. So a relationship, I'm not naming names, this is all alleged, obviously, my opinion, but we've got a relationship here that was, it says here angels, devils. It was, on the outside it looked great, but the person was wearing a mask, someone was wearing a mask, and there were things going on behind closed doors, which obviously keeps coming through in these readings. Okay, anything else? Wow, we've got a keyhole for secret knowledge. 2 energies here, quite closely related to each other. I'm just being guided as well to, what they're holding as symbols, virtue signals coming through again here, you know, this organisation these two are a member of, clearly coming through here. And it's so interesting how many cards have shown a blindfold in these images. We've had it 3 times now. This was unseen by Nicola. She didn't know what was happening, what was to come as well. Now we've got the black and white checkered floor there. Thank you so much to the person who commented on that in the last reading about that being linked to Masons. That's very true. Believe it or not, I've actually been in a Freemason building before. Just to sort of change the subject here. I'm just laughing. I'm not laughing at the case. If ever any of you misinterpret that, by the way, I'm not. I'm just laughing to keep things light. But it's interesting because after that comment from that person, I remembered that I've been in a building. It was actually for some training for a place that I volunteered at. It was a week-long training. And at the time I picked up on things, but my gift had not developed like it is now. So this has only happened for me in the last few years, believe it or not. It's been a hidden gift for myself, in my case. But I was always intuitive. And I just remember going home, and I had flatmates at the time, and saying, wow, that building's really eerie. I don't like it at all. And I've got to be there all week. There was something about it. I kept getting shivers down my spine. And there was like this breeze, and obviously we had a breeze coming through, but it was like an eerie breeze, you know, if that makes sense. Not a nice vibe at all in that place. I remember online, I went on a forum that I go on, I used to go on for spiritual stuff, and someone said about putting salt around you for protection, but I just thought it might look a bit weird, you know, me sat there pouring salt around myself. But anyway, sorry everyone, I've gone off on a tangent. That's come through for a reason though, that I've said that, because there's this link definitely to that organisation. See how we've got A, B, and this person's reaching for this item here, the stairs coming through. So again, you know, to go up the ladder. And we've got 2 rings there coming out, two energies that did that sort of wanted to maybe get into this organisation. This was their stepping stone, I'm feeling here. I was just guided to look at the bottom of the deck there, and it's very interesting. The message says you have support. Again, there's someone blindfolded who's maybe intuitive. See that they've taken the mask off. So it could be someone who, you know, I feel there's someone who does offer support. Maybe some evidence in the future. And this is when they grow spiritually, maybe become more intuitive, tap into their intuitive felt sense, remove the mask. Now I believe this came out in the last reading, that's what I felt. It's someone who maybe didn't see something, but they sense something. And this person wants to help in this case. See, I'm getting emotions coming through here. for this person, someone who was close to Nicola. It's interesting that my camera just cut out there as I was connecting with this energy. Can happen sometimes when energies don't want me to share messages, but anyway, they won't succeed. Yeah, quite a spiritual person. This is someone who reflects a lot. And it might even be someone that doesn't know Nicola. And they just really want to help here. They do research. Now that came out in my last reading. I remember now, yes, we had a masculine, younger energy. It's coming through again here in that card. Now, please bear with me. I'm just going to clear the cards, clear the space, and then I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, as you can see, I've cleared the space, and I was planning to do some automatic writing for this reading and completely forgot the beginning, but I was suddenly reminded when, I'm not sure if you can hear it at all in this reading, but there's a baby and a young girl next door. And I could hear them, and I suddenly got very emotional. I was channeling that. I'm getting that now as well from Nicola, almost getting tears to my eyes, because she really misses her children, her little girls. She just, yeah, so I'm getting very emotional here for her. She misses them, she just wishes she was there with them, is what she wants to say. But okay, let's now see, bear with me because there'll be silence now as I do this. As it's channeled, it's going to be very messy. We might not get lots of things, we might not be able to read all of it, but we'll just see what comes through, and then obviously we'll look at it together. Now you may have heard my little cat come in as I was doing that, meowing. I didn't want to stop, but I kind of feel that was a sign, because obviously there's Willow as well, who she misses. I believe Willow's now with her parents, doing well, I believe. So as you can see, it's very messy, pretty illegible as well, but we can get a few things. I'm seeing love you there, so yeah, again, she wants to say that to her children. Definitely. Wow, this is very scruffy. I'm seeing help there. And that almost looks like murder, help, held. Yeah, it's like she was calling out for help. He has strongly come out there. That almost looks like rope, and then it's interesting how that's all like a squiggly rope there. That's really coming through. That does look like a P there. That looks like an R. M. There's, well, wow, that looks like whole. I've just noticed that. That's quite clear actually. Or hold even as a D, but remember the last reading, we had that hole come out on a card like a well, where the body may have been stored. So that's coming through there. I can't really see much else. As I said, this is how it works. It's just squiggles because I'm not really controlling it, but we've got a bit that's come through there. If you can see anything else that comes through to you, please do let us know in the comments, and I'll obviously look at this further as well. I mean, that's almost like red actually, so yeah, we're getting that sign coming through as well. H coming through as an initial again there. I mean, that looks like hell, but only was one L. So she was going through something, and it was quite traumatic for her. I hate to say this, but you know, it wasn't a nice experience. I can really feel that. There was, you know, she was very anxious. I'm channeling it right now. Wow, poor Nicola. Because she didn't know what was happening and what was to come. Again, that blindfold energy coming through. Okay, everyone, I'm going to leave it there. So that was quite a heavy one, but I really hope this has brought you some insight. I'm sure I'll get more signs, and I'm sure I'll be guided to do another reading in the future, so keep your eyes peeled. Thank you so much to all of you for all your support and lovely comments that you've left on these readings. I will, as I said, keep trying to do my best in terms of this case and bringing forth more messages when they come through. Thank you so much for watching. Sending lots of love to you all.